feel like you just need a reset? Something to get you back into a good momentum of hitting the gym, crushing your diet, and just doing the things that you know you should be doing, but you just aren't? Journaling, stretching, meditating, cold plunges, you know the ones I'm talking about. Most people will tell you to start small and then gradually work your way up. Start by making small changes in your diet. Just meditate for 5 minutes a day. Go to the gym and just start with one exercise and see how you feel. Now, if you're anything like me, that just doesn't seem to work, like at all. You see, I'm a big believer in what's known as total immersion. If the goals I set for myself are too small, they don't excite me enough to even start them, let alone actually follow through with them, especially if it's going to take me a long time to see any benefits. Think about it. If you're told to get into a freezing cold swimming pool, would you be more successful if you slowly walked in, testing the water with your feet, slowly going up to your knee, then your waist, then your chest, giving yourself every chance to back out altogether and get back into the warm sun? Or would you be better off if you just fully committed and found 2 seconds of courage, running and jumping right into that sucker, fully committing and not giving yourself any chance to back out? Obviously, the latter. And challenges like 75 hard are okay, but a 75-day reset? Imagine it taking you 75 days to reset your computer when it froze up on you. Would you ever do that? Especially when, between you and me, 99% of the people I talk to who are honest with themselves either fail 75 hard or end up taking some sort of shortcut along the way. Think about that for a second. The reason people do 75 hard in the first place is because they want to build self-confidence, and 99% end up feeling worse about themselves because being totally perfect for 75 days is not realistic. I left a couple ounces in my gallon of water. Fail. I forgot to take a progress picture yesterday. Fail. I fell asleep on page 9 of my book last night. Fail. You suck. See, you can't do anything right. Why do you even try? You're never going to be successful. Sound familiar? Does that sound like the kind of self-confidence you want to build? 3 months from now? As a matter of fact, just last week, I talked to a buddy who had spent almost 60 days doing 75 hard, and he couldn't complete it because of crazy, unforeseen obligations, and he ended up feeling like a failure. Think about that. 2 straight months of busting his ass, sacrificing his family time, having to piss every 10 minutes because he had to drink so much damn water, just to feel worse than when he started. I'll say this real quick because I can already see the 75 hard groupies in my comment section. If you have completed 75 hard, you've either taken shortcuts or you've failed the challenge 10 times more often than you've successfully completed it. That is a fact. Not good for the old self-confidence, no matter which way you slice it. Now look, I'm not here to shit all over 75 hard. It actually does have some really great benefits. Getting people away from booze for a few months at a time, helping them get some sort of consistency in their regimen, reading a damn book instead of just scrolling on their phone. But is it the best thing for somebody looking for a reset? I'd argue not even close. You don't need to be perfect, which goes against human nature by its very definition, for 75 days to be able to create the momentum you're looking for. In fact, what if I told you you could do it over the next 100 hours? Okay, are you ready to hear about the latest challenge that everyone is talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the RESET-100. When you boil it down to its bare bones, the RESET-100 consists of 2 main aspects, but there are countless variations to spice up the challenge to make it more exciting, challenging, and tailored to the unique goals you're working on at the moment. Number 1, a 100-hour fast. If you're unfamiliar, the benefits of a 100-hour fast include multiple physical, mental, emotional, and even spiritual benefits, including fat loss, cell regeneration, anti-cancer benefits, improved focus, superhuman clarity, and much more. If you're looking for a reset of sorts, there's really none better than a long fast. It'll reset your mind, it'll reset your gut, it'll even reset the way you think about food altogether. During this 4-day and 4-hour fast, you're able to drink water, black coffee, electrolytes, and any other 0-calorie drinks. Here's where it gets fun though. When you cut out all that time of driving to go get the food, shopping for food, prepping food, cooking food, eating food, cleaning up after making the food, you'll find that you have got a ton of extra time in your day. Which leads us to the second requirement of the Reset 100. Besides just fasting for 100 hours, you're also required to bike or cycle for 100 miles within that fasted period. If you do just those two things, you've technically completed the bare bones Reset 100 challenge. But here's the fun part. You can completely customize your challenge and tack on other goals that fit in with the 100 theme. Adding 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 pull-ups, 100 burpees, 100 minutes of meditation, 100 seconds of cold plunging, reading or even writing 100 pages of a book, reaching out to 100 new leads in your business, spending 100 minutes learning a new language, instrument, skill, game, whatever you've been procrastinating on. Anything goes as long as it follows the 100 theme and it fits within the 100-hour fast. For example, let's say you're always telling yourself that you need to do more stretching, but you never get around to it. You can do the Reset 100 and incorporate 100 minutes of yoga. Let's say you've been wanting to journal, but for some reason you have this mental block and you've been unable to break the ice. Start the Reset 100 and add 100 words a day journaled to your challenge. This 4-day challenge pushes you mentally, physically, allows you to immerse yourself in tasks that you've been putting off. And you can do it as often as you'd like, whether it's yearly, quarterly, or even monthly. Hell, I know some savages that could tackle this thing weekly if they set their mind to it. Another way to spice up the Reset 100 is to continually push yourself by adding more onto your Reset 100 plate than you committed to the last time. For example, if last time I did 100-hour fast, 100-mile cycled, and 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 burpees total, I could try to outdo myself and do 100 push-ups, sit-ups, and burpees a day instead. Or I could add on 100 pull-ups to what I've already done. The goal is that you're always progressing and challenging yourself each time that you take on the challenge. I wonder if that's why they call it that. Now, obviously a large portion of people watching this are thinking to themselves, oh, I could never fast for 100 hours, or I could never bike 100 miles, or maybe both. I would challenge those limiting beliefs, but let's say that you're right. Work your way up by seeing if you can bike 24 miles within a 24-hour fast, 48 miles within a 48-hour fast, 72 miles within a 72-hour fast, and go from there. Here's the thing. After the challenge, you're gonna notice a few things. Number one, your self-confidence will go through the roof. This is not an easy challenge. It'll push your mental and physical limits, and you'll probably want to quit multiple times. But when you do finally cross the 100-hour mark and have that feeling of accomplishment because you did something so hard, something that less than 1% of the population would ever commit to, it's a feeling that's truly indescribable. Number two, you will see dramatic fat loss results. Think about it. You're gonna burn an average of around 6,000 calories or so in your 100 miles of biking, which is almost 2 pounds of fat in and of itself, as well as an average of around 10,000 calories just from fasting, which is another 3 pounds of fat. 5 pounds of body fat, not water weight, body fat in only 4 days. I'd call that pretty damn dramatic. And number three, especially if you're struggling with making good diet choices, snacking, or eating a ton of less than ideal food choices, the Reset 100 gives you an appreciation for good, real food again. Just imagine biting into an apple after fasting for 100 hours and enjoying that natural, sweet, juicy goodness you would have otherwise just taken for granted if it were your 12th snack of the day. Or biting into a medium rare porterhouse fresh off the grill with all of your favorite seasonings. Something magical happens after a fast like this. You regain an appreciation for the simple things and start to see the processed foods in your pantry for what they truly are. What do you think? Are you savage enough to take on the challenge? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to share this video with the person or small group that you want to tackle this challenge with so you can see what they're made of. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.